It's Wednesday, the 17th day in the month of December 2025. A beautiful afternoon to you. Welcome to Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM here in our United Kingdom studios. I am Elizabeth Awoku. Let's dive into the headlines. Tinubu meets Labour leaders over proposed protest. FG recorded 30 trillion naira revenue shortfall in 2025, says Edun. Police deploy special forces ahead of NLC protests today. And on the foreign scene, US expands travel restrictions, add Nigeria to list of countries. And on sport news today, I called Buhari to get 2018 World Cup bonus, says Mikel. Here is the news in detail, starting with national stories. President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday night met with the leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress amid plans by organized Labour to stage a nationwide protest over unresolved demands. The meeting, which took place at the State House, Abuja, followed growing tensions between the federal government and labor unions over issues bordering on workers' welfare, rising cost of living, and the implementation of previously agreed concessions. Confirming the meeting in a statement issued on Tuesday night, the Special Advisor on Information and Strategy to the President, Bayo Ononuga, disclosed that key stakeholders were in attendance. Organized Labour had accused the government of delaying the implementation of agreements reached in previous engagement, warning that failure to act decisively could trigger industrial unrest and street protests across major cities. As of the time of filing this report, neither the federal government nor the leadership of the NLC had released details of the discussions or the outcome of the meeting. Ahead of today's nationwide protest by the Nigeria Labour Congress, the police have mobilized special forces and tactical teams to ensure a violence-free demonstration. State Police Command, in separate interviews with the Newsline on Tuesday, confirmed their readiness to tackle miscreant and political hirelings who may want to disrupt the rallies. The NLC had stated that it would not retract its planned nationwide protest, which were called in response to the escalating insecurity in the country and other labor issues. The spokesperson for the Congress, Benson Upa, warned that any attempt to interfere with today's National Day of Protest and mourning could spark a nationwide indefinite strike. In another story, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, opened up on Tuesday that the federal government recorded a significant revenue shortfall in the 2025 fiscal year. He noted that while the federal government projected 40.8 trillion naira revenue for this year, it ended up making only 10.7 trillion naira. Edu made the disclosure while appearing before the House of Representatives Committee on Finance and National Planning during an interactive session on the 2026-2028 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategy paper. He recalled that the federal government had projected a revenue target of 40.8 trillion naira in 2025 to fund the 54.9 trillion naira budget of restoration designed to stabilize the economy, secure peace, and lay the foundation for long-term prosperity. Thank you for staying tuned. Newsline returns shortly. Stay with us.
The ultimate urban radio gospel experience is here on Melody 100.7 FM. Tune in to Zion Club with DT Victor, the spokesman. This is one happy on-air family For all the buzz on Christian events across Nigeria, live worship experience on radio, artist and program promotion, interviews with notable Christian personalities, plus discussions of disputable issues that bothers the Christian community. Mondays, 4 to 5 p.m. only on this dial, Melody 100.7 FM. For sponsorship and partnership, please call 081-0160-5616. Zion Club, the Jesus Tribe.
Welcome back. Still listening to Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM. Many thanks for staying with us. The news continues and straight to the business story. Nigerians may celebrate the Yuletide in darkness if the federal government takes no further steps to defray the gas to power debt, as gas companies have begun cutting supplies to power plant, a development already affecting electricity generation nationwide. On Tuesday, the Enugu Electricity Distribution Company, EEDC, informed customers across the southeast of the situation in a statement issued by its group head, Corporate Communications, Emeka Eze. According to EEDC, the drop in power supply availability is due to low system frequency, said to have been occasioned by gas constraint affecting generation companies. The DISCO disclosed that the situation had necessitated load shedding of available energy by the transmission company of Nigeria. As a result, EEDC said the development had impacted energy allocation to it and reduced the daily service level to customers served by its subsidiary companies, Main Power, Transpower, Force Power, New Era, and Eastland. And on the foreign scene, President Donald Trump on Tuesday signed a proclamation further restricting entry to the United States for nationals from countries deemed high risk due to demonstrated persistent and severe deficiencies in screening, vetting, and information sharing that threaten U.S. national security and public safety. The announcement comes directly from the White House website in a fact sheet titled President Donald J. Trump further restricts and limits the entry of foreign nationals to protect the security of the United States, issued December 16, 2025. Trump had earlier on October the 34th declared Nigeria as a country of particular concern in response to allegations of a Christian genocide in the country. The African Union chief said there was no genocide in Nigeria's volatile north, and so did ECOWAS, addressing the recent surge in terrorist attacks across the region, including Nigeria, while firmly rejecting claims that these acts constitute genocide. Over and over, Tinubu days ago again dismissed claims that there is a Christian genocide in the country, insisting that neither Christians nor Muslims are being targeted for killing. And on entertainment news, the Lagos State Police Command has taken into custody a well-known TikTok personality, Habib Hamzat, popularly known as Pella, following the circulation of a video showing him driving recklessly and crashing a vehicle during a live stream. According to a statement issued on Tuesday by the police public relations officer, SP Abimbola Adebisi, the arrest followed widespread public outrage over the incident, which occurred on Sunday, December 14, 2025. The police noted that the influencer's actions constituted a serious threat to public safety and required immediate intervention to avert further danger. The command described the conduct as extremely irresponsible, warning that it could have resulted in fatalities, endangering not only the suspect but also other road users and pedestrians. Finally, on Sports News today, former Super Eagles captain John Obi Mikel has revealed that he contacted the office of late Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure players received their bonuses after the 2018 World Cup in Russia after months of delays by the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF). Speaking on an episode of the OB1 podcast released on Tuesday, Mikel said Nigeria's players were owed money earned from qualifying for the tournament and that repeated assurances from officials failed to materialize once the team arrived in camp. He explained that FIFA releases what is known as parachute money ahead of major tournaments, which is meant to be shared among players, while federations typically borrow funds to settle bonuses early before repaying lenders once FIFA payments arrive. According to Mikel, those assurances were repeated even after the team arrived in camp. Before we end Newsline, here is a recap of the highlights. Tinubu meets Labour leaders over proposed protest. FG recorded 30 trillion naira revenue shortfall in 2025, says Edum. Police deploy special forces ahead of NLC protests today. And on the foreign scene, we're told the US expands travel restrictions at Nigeria to list of countries. And lastly, on sports news, we also told you that in quotes, I called Buhari to get 2018 World Cup bonus, says Mikel. And we've come to the end of Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM. Kindly join us on our social media platforms for more news stories and excellent programming. Newsline was compiled and produced by Kudirat Hakim Apampa and Bobola Ekumfemi. Edited by Egitayo Olushola. My name is Elizabeth Awoku. Do stay tuned for the Yoruba version of the news shortly. Good afternoon and many thanks for listening.
Radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. And this. This. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything.
Let's do it.
Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
ìrẹ̀ orin ló ní gbó ìrẹ̀ ẹ̀fọ̀n ló lọ̀dàn ẹja ló ní bú Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn ló lórin àtètò aládìídùn ẹ̀ máa gbọ́.
Ìròyìn ní ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn.
eléyìí tí ó tó 30 tírílíọ̀nù náírà òun náà ni ó ti dín nínú àbá ètò ìṣúná tọdún 2025. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ṣe ìpàdé pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn olórí nínú ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ látàrí ìfẹ̀hónúhàn. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ní àwọn ti rán àwọn agbófinró lọ sí ibi tí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ti mọ̀ ṣe ìfẹ̀hónúhàn lónìí. Ìròyìn ọ̀hún rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà ààrẹ bọ́lá tinubu ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun tuesday òun náà ni ó ṣe ìpàdé pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn adarí nínú ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ látàrí ìfẹ̀hónúhàn eléyìí tí wọ́n ní àwọn ò ṣe lónìí òde yìí. Wọ́n ní ìpàdé yìí òun náà ló wáyé nílé ìjọba eléyìí tó wà nílùú àbújá lẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ eléyìí tí ó ń jà rìnrìn wípé ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe ìfẹ̀hónúhàn lónìí. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ṣe ìpàdé pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà ìyún lálẹ́ àná. Wọ́n ní àwọn ohun tí wọ́n sọ níbi ìpàdé ọ̀hún òun náà ló ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ìgbáyégbádùn àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ bí nǹkan ṣe wọ́n àti bí wọ́n ó ṣe mú àwọn ìlànà eléyìí tí wọ́n ti fi sílẹ̀ bí wọ́n ó ṣe mú lò tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n ní ìpàdé ọ̀hún òun náà ni wọ́n fi ìdí rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ nínú àtẹ̀jáde eléyìí tí ó jáde ní ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun tuesday láti ọ́fíìsì ẹni tí ó jẹ́ olùbádámọ̀ràn sí ààrẹ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ìròyìn àti ìlànà àǹtọ̀ báyọ̀ ọ̀nànúgà. Òun náà ló fi ìdí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún ló fi múlẹ̀ nínú àtẹ̀jáde tó fi síta àti àwọn alákòóso eléyìí tí ó wà níbi ìpàdé ọ̀hún. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ òun náà ni wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn kan ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà wípé wọn ò tètè mú àdéhùn eléyìí tí àwọn jọ ní wọn ò tètè mú àdéhùn ọ̀hún ṣẹ o. Wọ́n sì kìlọ̀ wípé tí ìjọba bá kùnà láti mú gbogbo àdéhùn eléyìí tán bá àwọn níṣẹ́, wọ́n ní àwọn ò ṣe ìfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún tí ó sì kọjá nǹkan tí ìjọba lérò. Nígbà tí wọ́n ń kọ ìròyìn yìí, wọ́n ní àti ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà àti ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ òun náà ni wọn ò tí ì sọ èsì nǹkan tí wọ́n jọ sọ níbi ìpàdé eléyìí tó wáyé ọ̀hún. Látàrí ìfẹ̀hónúhàn eléyìí tí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ní àwọn ò ṣe lónìí yìí, òun náà ní iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ti ní àwọn ti rán àwọn agbófinró lọ sí àwọn ibùdó eléyìí tí wọ́n ti ní wọ́n ṣe ìfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún láti rí i dájú wípé kò sí wàhálà kankan, ìfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún sì lọ pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá òun náà ni wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ eléyìí tán ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn oníròyìn ní ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun tuesday níbi tí wọ́n ti fi ìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé àwọn ti ṣetán láti gbógun ti ẹnikẹ́ni tàbí jàǹdùkú olóṣèlú kankan eléyìí tí yóò bá mọ dá wàhálà lẹ̀ níbi ìfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún. Ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọ̀hún náà sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní àwọn ò ní yí ìpinnu àwọn padà lórí ìfẹ̀hónúhàn eléyìí tí àwọn láwọn ò ṣe ọ̀hún. Wọ́n ní tí eléyìí sì ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú àìṣedéédé ètò ààbò eléyìí tó wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà àti àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ míì eléyìí tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn òṣìṣẹ́. Ẹni tí ó jẹ́ agbẹnusọ fún ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ Benson Upah ó ṣe ìkìlọ̀ wípé ẹnikẹ́ni eléyìí tí ó bá gbìyànjú láti dá sí ìfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún lọ́nà àìtọ́ kí wọ́n wá fi da ìfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún rú. Ó ní irú onítọ̀hún òun náà ni yóò jólàǹbá níwájú òfin. Mínísítà fún ètò ìṣúná lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà Wálé Ẹ̀dùn ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ní ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun tuesday wípé ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà òun náà ni wọ́n ti ní àdínkù owó eléyìí tí ó dé bá owó àbá ètò ìṣúná eléyìí tó wọlé fún orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà lọ́dún 2025. Ó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ síwájú. Ó ní ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà òun náà ni ó yẹ kí wọ́n rí owó tó lé díẹ̀ ní 40 tírílíọ̀nù náírà gẹ́gẹ́ bí owó eléyìí tí ó wọlé fún orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà lọ́dún yìí. Ó ní àmọ́ tó jẹ́ wípé tírílíọ̀nù 10.7 péré òun náà ni gbogbo owó tí ó wọlé. Ẹ̀dùn òun náà ló ń sọ eléyìí nígbà tí ó wà ní iwájú àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ eléyìí tó mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú owó ná àti ètò ìṣúná nílé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin tí wọ́n sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ó ṣe ṣe owó ná ti ọdún 2026 títí di ọdún 2028. Òun náà ni Wálé Ẹ̀dùn iwájú wọn ló wà tó ti ń yànnàná ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún.